Greetings, royal family. Welcome back. Thanks for clicking on the video. So, Tyler Perry. Remember that new show I was talking about? Bruh. That's really the name of the show. I can't get over it. So, BET Plus is streaming Tyler Perry's new project, Bruh. And I had the opportunity of watching the first 3 episodes. They were about 20 to 24 minutes apiece. So we're going to start with episode 1. I'm going to ease you guys into this review, okay? So let's just get straight into it. So 4 friends, college buddies. Let's start with John. John is the sandwich shop owner. He owns a sandwich shop with his mother. Lord, his mother. Woo! She lives with him, and she makes mention all the time that she pays all the bills. Okay, what is his mother like? She's loud. I've seen her before. I don't remember what I seen her in. But anyway, she is loud. She is hypersexual, obnoxious. She belittles and emasculates her son, John. Now, the name of the sandwich shop is A&J Sandwich Shop. A is for Alice. J is for John. Alice is John's mom. So she takes every opportunity to emasculate him. She's, like I said, she's hypersexual, obnoxious. Now, this is supposed to be a dramedy, like a drama comedy. So this is supposed to be comical, but no lie, y'all, 49 seconds into the show, and it was already too much for me. Anywho, John, he invites the 3 other bruhs over to his sandwich shop so that he can present a business opportunity to them. So his mother basically discourages him, and she laughs at him. So his college buddies, here's the backstory. His college buddies, the 3 other bruhs, they invested in the sandwich shop along with John's mother, and he has yet to pay them back, right? Again, his mother was an investor too. So his mother feels that his friends are going to laugh at him for asking them to lend him more money, basically. So she's discouraging it in a very crass way. Anywho, we move on to Tom. Tom is the doctor. His deal is, so far that I've seen, is there's a nurse that works with him in the office, and he had a one-night stand with her, Valerie. So she gets jealous, whenever his patients flirt with him, and she's supposed to be like obsessed and crazy. Okay, so that's his deal. So back to the sandwich shop. John's cousin Leon rolls into the sandwich shop, and he's a drug dealer who's trying to get out the game, or so he says, and he needs to quote unquote clean his money. He's trying to go legit, and he has a whole bunch of money just sitting around. So John wants to buy a club that's well known in the neighborhood, right? It's the spot. That's not the name of it, but it's a spot where all of him and his friends used to hang out. So this is what he was going to ask his friends to invest in, but cousin Leon wants to help. John is like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to use any dope money to buy this club. We tried it with the sandwich shop, cousin Leon, and it didn't work out. So John's cousin does not like, so John tells his cousin, I'm going to ask, the bruhs. He scoffs. He's like, ugh. He doesn't really like John's friends. He doesn't care for them. And he says he feels that they're stuck up, and he feels that they don't respect John. This is what cousin Leon says. He's like, they don't even respect you. John's like, just because they went to college doesn't mean that they're stuck up. So cousin Leon is just like, all right, man, I'm out. Fine. Do what you want to do. Now we are introduced to Mike. I call him Mini Mike. He reminds me of Bobby Valentino for some reason. Anyway, he's the lawyer, and he's supposed to be a playboy, that's not interested in settling down. Pam is a girl that stops by whenever he calls. So she's like, a repeat, I guess, fling, whatever you want to call it. So they're doing a grown up, they doing sexy things, and he pretty much is like, I gotta go, gotta go to work. So usually their relationship is he calls her whenever he wants to be serviced and sends her on her way. That's the long and short of it. So she convinces Mike, Pam, she convinces Mike to let her decorate his place. So he gives her his credit card, and she sets the budget up to $100,000. I think she said that she's an interior decorator. She was like, "This is what I do. You need to decorate. We're sleeping on this futon that you had since college, and blah blah blah." That's going to be important later on down the line. But anyway, back to John and his mother at the sandwich shop. So she is laughing at him. She's just practicing laughing at him because she says that the brothers are going to laugh at him. She told him that his friends are successful. She says, Mike's a lawyer, Tom's a doctor, and Bill is an architect, and you make sandwiches, and laughs in his face. Again, this is supposed to be funny. There's no laugh track or anything like that with this show, but this is supposed to be funny. Oh yeah, and she constantly, John's mother that is, she constantly reminds John that, she pays all the bills around here. I pay all the bills around here. I pay all the bills. And I also want to point out that she constantly makes sexual jokes, and she tells her son what she does and what she likes in her sex life. Moving along, the bros arrive at the shop, and we're introduced to Bill. So if you can see the image, Bill is the tall, bald guy. He's an architect, so he's introduced in this scene. And who else is there? The one in the navy blue top is the doctor. That's Tom. The short one across from Bill the baldy in the black top, is that black or brown? Whatever. That is Mike. And of course, the one in the yellow shirt with the apron, that is John. That is the sandwich shop that he and his mother own that the bros are in. So John, he presents his plan to his friends, and he asks them to invest in Level 28. That's the name of the club. Again, that's like the spot, I guess, that they all used to hang out in back in the day. It's up for sale, and John thinks it's a good idea to buy. It would be a great investment. So once he presents this idea to them, they start laughing. So John's mother, she's in the back, supposed to be in the back in the kitchen, and she comes from the back and she says, "I told you so," and she starts laughing as well. Now Mike, that's the short one in the black, Mike tells John that he has no money. And Bill, the tall bald one, reminds John that, he still owes all of them money for investing in the sandwich shop. And he's just like, John is just like in the yellow in the apron. John's like, I'm paying you back. And Mike is like, what am I supposed to do with $50 a month? Like, same thing his mother said. Ma, I pay you back. I pay you every month. She's like, what the hell am I going to do with $50 a month? So little Mike says that, he definitely has the money to invest. He said, but he's not giving John any more money, and John's mother, she's laughing and laughing, and she keeps interrupting. And at one point she says, while the brothers are still there, his friends, she tells John that he was almost an abortion baby. His friends start to laugh. Again, this is supposed to be comedic. So Mike basically says, again, that's the short one, says that John needs to do something for himself. You know what I'm saying? He says, like, look, you need to grow up. You need to do something for yourself. Like, I'm not giving you any more money. And they tell him, like, look, you don't have any credit. Like, how you going to get the money? Because John is like, you know what? I won't ask you guys for anything ever again. Now, Tom, the tall one, the doctor, he's a little bit more compassionate than Bill and Mike. He's like, come on, guys, and he's just like, John, I'm all tapped out right now. He's a little bit more compassionate. So they're like, how you going to get the money on your own? You don't have credit. So they're just clowning him. And of course, John, he gets a little bit upset. And they're like, how are you going to get mad at us for not lending you money when you owe us money or whatever? So Bill is just like, look, try to make this place work, get some money. If you pay us back, we could look into something else. So the bros, they end up walking out. John definitely feels betrayed. He says, I can't believe they would do this to me after all I've done for them. Now, what the all I've done for them is, we don't know. Okay, I guess we'll find out in a later episode. And his mother tells him that the world doesn't owe him anything. And then she goes on to say, you are just like your father, who couldn't do anything on his own. Wow. Okay. So now John, he's determined to prove everybody wrong. His mother calls him a loser in I guess it was supposed to be in a quote unquote funny way, as she walks off laughing. So at this point, John is standing in the restaurant by himself, in the dining area, and he calls Cousin Leon, and he tells Cousin Leon, look, I'm going to take the money. You know what I'm saying? The money that Cousin Leon offered him earlier. So that's where the episode ends. Now, I am going to tell you the best thing about this show so far. Again, this is Tyler Perry's new project. I'm going to tell you one of the best things, well, the best thing so far, is that these first 3 episodes were only about 20 to 24 minutes and not an hour long. Now, I do wonder, since the premiere gave us the first 3 episodes, going forward, will each episode be an hour long? Royal family, I done signed myself up for BET Plus, okay, for another Tyler Perry show. This season is supposed to have 24, 25 episodes, just like Sisters. And wait until I upload episodes 2 and 3. You would never believe who made an appearance in one of these episodes. Anyway, Royal family, that concludes this review for Tyler Perry's Bruh. Hopefully, I hope that these episodes are only 30 minutes long. For some reason, I don't think they will be. Anyway, like the video if you enjoyed the commentary. If you are watching the episodes, comment below and tell me what you think about the characters. Again, this streams on BET Plus, so it did premiere today, May 7th. I was up at like 3:30, so I was watching it, had nothing else to do. Anyway, drop your respectful comments. Tell me what you think. If you saw the show, tell me what you think. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Okay? And make sure you click the notification bell and select all so you don't miss any of my uploads. So if you don't want to take that $9.99 hit to the wallet, okay? But you want to, kind of know what this show is about, make sure you have your notifications on, subscribe. Make sure you stay tuned to the channel because I'm on the front lines for you guys, y'all. So I'll be adding this to the lineup of reviews, Tyler Perry's Bruh. So stay tuned for my review for episodes 2 and 3. Until next time, peace.